I'm a Brewfessional.
I'm a Brewfessional.
She's a Brewfessional.
And she's a Brewfessional.
Script game impeccable.
Them script game impeccable.
Them yacht funds.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals. It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Big Brewfessionals.
Get out your book set, buddy.
Yeah. You back.
You back. We back too, man. We love to be back.
Yes, sir.
We always like to be back at the brew spot, man. Y'all know it's always 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Brewing, man. We're brewing right now.
All day.
We're brewing right before the Brewfessionals. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Hey, man, look. If you could turn the camera on every time you always catch a brew, be like, oh, my bad, man. Excuse the brew. My bad, man. Excuse the brew, man. You feel what I'm saying?
Brewing anywhere.
That's how we brew anywhere, though, man. You feel, man? Two muscles up. Y'all know it's over. Two muscles up, man. Welcome everybody to the TBS Tour Broadcasting Systems.
Welcome.
Man, you at YV Studios.
Shout out.
Man, Burn 'em Up Productions.
Shout out.
Burn 'em Up Mish Productions.
Shout out.
Let me not forget the Mish.
Shout out.
Y'all know how we do, man. They burn them up. You get Mish, you know what I'm saying? Pot, you know what I'm saying? You can't even put them both together. You say Mish pot, it gotta be something serious.
Right.
Mish pot. You know, it gotta be something serious out there.
Either Mish or pot.
Right. You gotta hit him with the Ricky. Mish pot. You hit that part, the Mish pot, really going on.
Fast,
you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, we do appreciate being here, man. Y'all definitely know we like being on set, man. Definitely love coming to brew with the fam.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Today we're gonna be dealing with the subject matter of integrity.
Ooh.
Yeah, definitely why that quality of the person is very important. Because with this particular quality, man, it will now it's a definition of it and a description of it. Mm-hmm. So, but you gotta fit the bill with the actions that it's describing.
Facts.
People can't say they stand up or they men of integrity if they not sticking to this.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we were saying before, we jumped in there, like the integrity of anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So people will talk about wine, the integrity of wine, and then you see people diving in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The same wine that said they got this integrity in this.
And serve it to you.
A nice body, robust smell. And somebody done dove in it. With no clothes on.
Sheesh.
You feel what I'm saying? Okay. Yep. But they'll say that this is some wine of integrity because they've been around a long time.
Ooh.
You feel what I'm saying?
Oh.
Just cause they can open the door. It's just like you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna call no specific names because you know what I'm saying? That's just where it's at, and we gotta keep it like that because we also a YAHUAH brand, and we ain't gotta put down no brand.
That's facts.
To raise his name up, you feel?
Oh.
But we gonna state these facts. You know what I'm saying? If you selling human parts and you doing stuff like that, we gonna talk about it.
That's right.
You just gotta make sure you get that up out your garage. If you we gonna talk about it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But we finna get into this matter of integrity when we come back, man.
Yeah. You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals. It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Ha ha.
Burn 'em up, miss. YAHUAH on the banner, flying right through Atlanta. Whatever I do, I had to give it up. How did I fall and still give it up? Told her the truth, I had to big it up. All that we do, we have to give it up. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Energy, everything, give it up. YAHUAH the king, I have to give it up. All of this earth, I had to give it up. If it contrary, had to give it up. All of my worry, had to give it up. All of that folly, had to give it up. All of my body, had to give it up. All of my might, I had to give it up. All of my mind, I had to give it up. All of my soul, I had to give it up. Hey, I done had to give it up. 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 2 man in the had to live it up. Came in with these broke pieces, you really fix it up. A trillion miles on these brew kicks, and the few I'm about to kick 'em up. A full tree with some fruit on it, that's a long way from the dust. The people calling me for right side, cause I'm always in the cut. Always shouting out YAHUAH name, on the one that got me out the rut. Started walking them 613, this a different type of strut. Now road, not for everybody, for the faithful ain't open up. Used to live that mixed life, that's equivalent to a mutt. Now spirit get fresh down if the dirty door remains shut. A hard head got me burned a couple times, and I had to give it up. Until I met the set apart root, baby, I was all out of trust. YAHUAH, only one I trust. We start a wave like a brush. I'm living still, never rushed. A real boss never rushed. All of my body had to give it up. All of my mind I had to give it up. All of my mind I had to give it up. All of my soul I had to give it up. I done 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 had to give it up.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals. It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Ha ha.
And I'm your host. It's your favorite beloved YAHUAH.
It's your favorite And I'm your co-host, Mish Pat. Burn 'em up, Mish. Burn 'em up, Mish. And I'm your co-host, Script Flair. Woo! Woo! A 613 splitter dash. All the steam to YAHUAH. And y'all already know, we back.
We back.
You back. First of all, I want to give all my shout outs. You feel me?
Shout out.
Okay, so shout out to 613 Splitter Dash for all your righteous thrizzits.
Shout out.
Shout out to the Wave 613 for all your righteous Brit-Ed.
Shout out.
Shout out MindCultureForever.com for your righteous Bizum. You feel me? Shout out, man. Shout out YB Studios, man. Shout out YB Slim, man. The man behind the cam, man. Shout out, man. Shout out Forever Fitness, man. Shout out Shim Shaw, man. The real Samson, man. Shout out Levitical, man. Brew Street Market, man. Shout out Brew Street Market, man. Shout out, man. Shout out Hebrew Light Magazine, man. Shout out, man. And I don't think I missed any. Did I miss anybody? I ain't missed nobody. Okay. And we back up in this thing, man. And today we talking about integrity.
Let me shout that boy YB. See, he young. We young guys in the E5. He young guy with the tripod. You feel me?
Ooh, that was fire. Now that was flavorful.
With the tripod.
Young guy with the tripod. You back. You back.
Shout out.
Shout out, man. Shout out YB Slim, man. Love that brother, man. Okay, and today, y'all already know, we talking about integrity. And you know, I get straight to it so you can get your bust down. Okay? So integrity, the definition for integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles or being moral uprightness. Okay? And that is the state of being whole and undivided. And I'm going to go ahead and come out with a script. I'm going to crank it up with Proverbs 11:3. And it says, the integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of the transgressors shall destroy them. Now, y'all already know integrity. You got to do this thing when ain't nobody watching.
That's right.
That's good integrity. When nobody watching you, is you on your law?
Absolutely.
Okay? You can't just do the Shabbat, then ride out and go to the club. You feel me? Just because you're on Facebook with them scripts don't mean you on that application.
Absolutely.
So integrity is very important when you're doing these scriptures because YAHUAH always watching. You can't get away.
That's
so
right.
Keep your integrity up.
That's right.
Feel me?
That's right. To be the quality of being honest. Like, okay, so if we have to be in a situation for me to know you honest. Because if we ain't never had nothing to test your, you know what I'm saying, test your honesty, then I don't know if you honest or you don't know if you honest or not.
That's right.
So I can't say you're an honest man. So that's why the scriptures say try a man first. Because we're going to run into adversity regardless.
Facts.
It already said prepare for persecution. So we got to go through this. It says that a friend is tried through adversity.
That's right.
So if during a time of adversity, a person didn't show up, or they ran during that time, then that's not truly a friend. So he was tried during in that fire and didn't last. He burned off. So that makes him fair and square, not a friend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you have to move on that because that's what YAHUAH said determines what's a friend.
That's right.
Which is born for adversity. So as soon as a problem occurs in your life, the people who speed to it and try to get you out of it, that's your friend. And then it said there are friends that are gonna become like brothers, which will invite you in their homes now. That's right. Y'all become whole families.
That's
You feel what I'm saying? So we can be it's many positions we have to make, but it's trying those things. You have to be tried to even be a consistent friend. So you have to show yourself friendly, like Mashiach saying. So if you want somebody, if you see something, you be like, man, bro, cool folks. But then you don't call, you don't do nothing, and then every blue moon you hit what's up. They probably not gonna think you cool folks.
Facts, huh?
As much as you thought, because maybe your impact wasn't like that. We have to always dim ourselves down, because sometimes we can get into the point where we just feel we just all that or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why we can't puff ourselves up. Always stay humble. Self-examination. Right. Every day good for that self-examination. That's what's gonna keep that integrity intact. Mm-hmm. When you examine yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because see, you even have to be honest. You can't be honest with nobody in the world if you ain't honest with yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you lying to yourself, you're going to always be that pretend person. You never going to be that real person. You know what I'm saying? But if you can literally be an honest person to yourself, don't lie to yourself, knowing that you're not like that and you don't act like that because that ain't your lane.
Right.
That's just keeping it honest. You know what I'm saying? Not all men are warriors and not all men are priests. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta just know your role, know your lane. You know what I'm saying? Is it just that? And you gotta maintain that. You can't lie to yourself and say, I can handle this. That's like going into with the subject matter of multiple wives or things like that. Not all men are made for that particular lifestyle, so cut it out. You can't say that all brews are made that, because when you say a particular man did it, you talking about a righteous man. Right. You're not talking about every man in the world. We're talking about a particular subject matter right here. So we talking about what YAHUAH blessed him with.
Disclaimer.
You feel what I'm saying? What YAHUAH blessed him with and what YAHUAH gave him the knowledge to handle. Every man does not have the desire nor the will to love on a woman and take care of them all in that same manner. You know what I'm saying? Because it's some work. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking about a soul and a person, that doesn't require throw a toy in a room and let them play like some kids. That ain't the thing, because YAHUAH holds you responsible for that soul. So you gotta make sure you're putting people in the best position for the kingdom. Right. So if you saying that you can do that 3-4 times, hey, bravo. But if you can't do that even once, you need to slow your roll and do not get into that lifestyle. Thanks. Cut it out. Israel better get on to loving each other. We have to love each other first before we keep jumping and lily padding. Right. That's what's going on. That's what's keeping up the promiscuity. That's right. And all that stuff inside the community, because people are perversing the culture. Mm-hmm. Even though it's part of the culture, it was a way it was done that made it tasteful. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's distasteful the way it is because people publicly display our sisters like this. That's right. You got to understand, you wouldn't want to be treated like that. You know what I'm saying? Mashiach don't make you go stay over there knowing them folks hate you and don't like you. You know what I'm saying? He don't make you go over there. You know that that's his bride, or know that that's a bride or a lesser light of the bridegroom. You can't treat that person in a manner like that because you got more respect for the master. And you already know that them his servants. So the way that they acting, you got to either separate yourself and be righteous or do the things it take to reconcile that issue. Because we all in the same house, whether you like it or not. You feel what I'm saying? If you indeed playing by these rules. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when it's talking about in the integrity, it's a moral uprightness. Right. You know what I'm saying? Not feeling great because you just knock somebody off. You know what I'm saying? That did something, or you just hit this lick of a lifetime. It's not saying that's not moral uprightness. You know what I'm saying? Because literally that could get you killed, because the person who's looking for that or trying to get that back ain't going to be playing the same way you play. He might not be as merciful. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So with integrity, it's about not no Robin Hood, go rob somebody and bring it back to the projects, and you just taught them. All you taught them was
how to rob,
and come feed everybody in there from a robbery. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about. So we got to get better with the moral uprightness. Yeah.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Ha ha.
For help. Yeah. I love you too. Burn them up, miss. Brothers. That cuz. It's your favorite YAHUAH said south is land. The world flavor way too bland. Gritty and stay on hand. Really made it shift, my friend. Gotta be the solid earth. Show 'em how to prep this land. Close to the fire I stand. Working them pots and pans. I'm working them pots and pans. I'm working them pots and pans. See, I'm working them pots and pans. I'm working them pots and pans. The kingdom is nigga, gotta know that's my motivate. For a man, it's 4 seasons, you know we don't hibernate. Gotta yell at the light, therefore hope for the right away. Never give me a minute for duty, it's right away. Ain't nothing the devil can tell me, cause y'all good advice never failed me. The good scripts, they compel me. I'm serving bread like a deli. Just a dedicated working man. Car full of righteous contraband. Got a soul full of good news. I'm the real goody two shoes. YAHUAH tighten up a few screws. Crossing over is a good move. I travel now and learn the hard way. Me and Roy, I never part way. Thank you, Father, be oh merciful. I regret the moments hurting you. I must admit it, I'm a scripture fiend. Double time for the squeaky clean. Light slap, call me Mr. Me. Cause all I'm really saying is what I mean. Big mind, this is mismatch. Nothing but the big brew facts. Facts addict, I'm a super geek. Going through it, that's a super week. I can outlive my situation. Later on, it's a celebration. YAHUAH said south is land. The world flavor way too bland. Gritty and stay on hand. Really made it shift, my friend. Gotta be the solid earth. Show 'em how to prep this land. Close to the fire I stand. Working them pots and pans. I'm working them pots and pans. I'm working them pots and pans. See, I'm working them pots and pans. I'm working them pots and pans. Big land, working them pots and pans. On hand, working them pots and pans. My friend, working them pots and pans. I stand, working them pots and pans. I'm working them pots and pans. I'm working them pots and pans. See, I'm working them pots and pans.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Ha ha.
And I'm your host. It's your favorite beloved YAHUAH.
It's your favorite And I'm your co-host, Script Flair. Woo. A 613 split it ash. All esteem to YAHUAH.
All esteem to YAHUAH.
And I'm your co-host, Mish Pat. Burn 'em up, Mish.
Burn 'em up, Mish.
All esteem to YAHUAH.
All esteem to YAHUAH.
And you back at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
That's right.
And y'all at TBS, Tour Broadcasting Systems, YB Studios, Burn 'em Up Studios.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
No timeouts.
No timeouts.
TBS, no timeouts.
That's fine.
And I'd like to give some shout outs. Shout out to mindcultureforever.com for your righteous music needs.
Shout out.
Shout out to 613splash.com for all your righteous threads.
Shout out.
Shout out to the way 613.com for all your righteous content.
Shout out.
And also y'all be on the lookout for that new Facts Over Feelings and that new Forever Fitness about to drop.
Better stay out your
on
bag.
that Forever TV. Ooh.
Forever
And
TV.
It's what the mighty ones watch.
Ooh,
It's what the mighty ones watch. Facts. Hey, y'all look out for that Brew Report 2 coming exclusively March 1st.
Okay.
Exclusively March 1st. Exclusive.
With live interviews.
Ooh. Okay.
Man.
Facts.
Okay.
And you back. In my segment, when I go into the world's perspective versus YAHUAH's perspective.
Facts.
And today we speaking on integrity. So with the world, it's like the world view it more like on the second part of the definition that Dab said about being whole and undivided.
Facts.
But the world is like that in whatever they believe in, and they have many perspectives in the world. So if a man was a murderer and he believed that wholeheartedly, somebody who was inspired to be a murderer would be like he upright in what he do. And the same thing with a basketball player,
absolutely,
pedophiles, anything like that.
Facts.
So if they look at that, they'll look at that as upright and whole. But with YAHUAH, it's only with the first definition that's from a moral uprightness.
Absolutely.
So you can only go one way to achieve this type of uprightness, and that's to be righteous, which is
that's right.
Right.
Okay.
So righteous is right. So that's the only type of moral uprightness they're gonna be.
See, that the thing that's crazy, people don't want to say, when a man says that's right and that's wrong. See, you ask him where he get it from. He's not. He gonna say he got it from Joe Schmo them in this book, and this the reference page, and he's a scholar who got 7 Nobel Peace Prizes, and so they gonna go on that like that. YAHUAH said the knowledge of this world is foolishness.
Facts.
Foolishness. He doesn't care about none of it. Who dug a bone up, how old the bone is, if a dinosaur existed, bro. That's y'all running around here chasing bones. YAHUAH does not care about that. That does not make anything. So the person that say, well, we need physical proof that this is real.
Facts.
He said, if you do not keep these laws, these curses shall fall upon you.
Physical.
Bullet.
So now all these things that it said would actually come to pass actually is coming to pass.
That's facts.
You feel what I'm saying? And it actually came to pass.
Facts.
We're actually here, a land far away from our land, the furthermost, right? And we'll all be thinking ourselves in the land where we are held captive.
Right.
People don't feel like they're held captive because they can come out their house and go to work and come back home free as they like.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't seem to be like you're a captive. It's just a big cage. He just made the cage bigger to fool the beast. It's just like a horse. Like they had that picture with that horse. You know what I'm saying? Tied to a chair. You know what I'm saying? And he just standing there. Because he's so used to being tied to this, he thought that he forgot to be free.
Right.
He forgot to want to be free. They done had you bound and bonded up so long, we done forgot to want to be free. We cool right here. But see, you're not really free to be you. Because when you be you, people tell you, no, you not. You a liar. How you a liar when you want to be yourself?
Facts.
You can be anything else.
But you can be anything else. Everything else. So that means that, dang, we got limited freedoms. When can I be free to be me?
Facts.
Without all of the discrepancies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Without all the back talk, without all the trash, without all that. You know why we can't be? Because we won't pick up this quality of being honest. If we were liars in the world and robbers and thieves, why would people believe that we the most honest people on earth? The Hebrews are known as the most honest people on earth.
Facts.
Because they had a righteous law. So why would people believe us? Being we're the murderers, the abusers of the law. You know what I'm saying? Abusers of the world. These substances. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Putting our women out there, leaving our children.
Right.
How can we be honest?
How can we be honest? We don't go get an honest pay. Us who do all of this got a right to talk about integrity and that we're the upright people. See, that's why people don't want to believe it. That's why people do not want to believe it. That's why we can't say we the Israelites and people believe it. Because you know what? We don't have the quality of being honest and having strong principles and moral uprightness. If we had moral uprightness, everybody would believe we're the Israelites.
Facts.
Because it would show.
It would show.
Right.
We need physical proof. Done with the talk. Everybody wants to see who the Israelites are. If truly you're the Israelites, Mashiach literally said out his lips, hey, if you are of me, you will walk it as I did. If you say that, if you will truly say that you're following in these footsteps, you're walking in this path, truly. If you're not enduring the same things that I did for these words and for this sake, you're not walking the same path I did, because I'm only telling you from the point of view I seen as walking the path.
Right.
If I'm going a different direction, I can't tell you about a landmark I made for you. I can't tell you about that red ribbon I tied on this oak tree over here. If you going down this tree and it ain't nothing but willows.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? But if I go down that path and I see that oak tree with that red ribbon, that sign that he gave me, guess what I know? I'm on the right path. So these things that he left is to give you that confidence.
So when it happens, you know.
That's right. And you know you on that path, because there's going to be some things that make you doubt sometimes.
That's right.
Because people going to tell you you're not good enough. People going to tell you ain't going the right way. You're not a servant. Nothing big going on. You ain't doing it right. You can't do it. You ain't doing it right. You be like, well, show me how to do it. And they be like, I just know you ain't doing it right.
I know you ain't doing it right.
I just know you ain't doing it right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We going to come back on that next.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals. It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Ha ha.
Yeah. It's your favorite eye. Big facts. Burn them all, miss. Brothers. Yeah, yeah. I'm just a product of the scripts. Yeah, I'm just a product of them scripts. We live forever, catch my drill. Hey, that's forever, catch my drill. The perfect man, they call him myth. Yeah, they call him myth. I'm just a product of the scripts. Yeah, of them scripts. I'm working hard, nothing easy does it. Ain't easy. Cut off the claws and got out the bucket. I did. Just say I'm chose, never call me lucky. We chose. That Torah lightning and it finally struck me. Soon to be plushy, but I started dusty. Oh yeah. Left out all 11, didn't end up puffy. Fly that YAHUAH Express, I used to ride a Huffy. Yeah. And I've been hurt the worst by those who said they love me. Later with the words, I like it action-packed. I'm just a man, why you lying? Keep that thing erect. Yeah, when you keep it honest, people feel attacked. That's why I'm bouncing when I scoop, playing ball and jacks. Bring it back to YAHUAH for a major cut. That's why I keep giving this goodness, get my favor up. The bigger the fam, the more it fill this table up. He opened some doors, gave counsel that enables us. Yeah, I'm just a product of them scripts. We live forever, catch my drill. Hey, that's forever, catch my drill. The perfect man, they call him myth. Yeah, they call him myth. I'm just a product of the scripts. Yeah, of them scripts. I'm just a product of the scripts. Yeah, I'm just a product of them scripts. We live forever, catch my drill. Hey, that's forever, catch my drill. The perfect man, they call him myth. Yeah, they call him myth. I'm just a product of the scripts. Yeah, of them scripts. Of them scripts. Of them scripts. Big facts.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals. It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Ha ha.
And I'm your co-host, Mish Pot. Burn 'em up, Mish.
Burn 'em up, Mish. And I'm your co-host, Script Flair. Woo! Woo! A 613 split it ass. All esteem to YAHUAH.
All esteem to YAHUAH. And it's your host, it's your favorite op, beloved Dawood.
It's your favorite op.
Okay, now. Y'all know we talking about
okay now.
Integrity.
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 That's how it looks on when you hit Webster.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like integrity. So we here to talk about integrity. We here to talk about integrity.
It's a compound word.
So we here to talk about the integrity, man. You know what I'm saying? So literally, like, to even be upright, which means you can't be on your feet, which is the most attentive position you can be on, standing straight up, and that's why men in the army do this. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're standing up, you alert, and then if you giving your undivided attention to it, you know what I'm saying, you able to hear what he's saying.
Fair.
See, we are responders to the word. The word initiate all the commandments, and we do what it commands us.
Facts.
That's what we do. See, if we do what it commands us to do, we'll start to see the benefits in it.
Right.
But if you're not an upright guy, you're a slouch.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? See, you'll start to understand fear, because when you slouch, you can't really hear, or your mind always gone, or you ain't really attentive, your eyes ain't on the prize.
Facts.
So you're not able to hear the speaker. See, when people can't see the speaker, they tend to think that the speaker isn't there. That's just a quality he has. He's unseen. Okay? But he's looking right at you.
Facts.
If you say you a servant of his, he's looking right at you like, interesting. You're a servant of mine, but you're doing this. So when we do these things, that's blasphemy.
Facts.
What you're saying literally is you're a servant of the Most High, but it's okay for you to do opposite of what he said. Now, he said nowhere in the scriptures to do, it's okay if you do some. You don't have to do, you don't got to do all of it. No, he didn't. But a man will tell you, man, the Most High know we met, man. It's okay to fall. It's all right to mess up. That's what we do.
Human.
See, and now if you've been doing something, now and them to turn around and tell you, you can't tell me nothing. I've been in the scriptures 40 years.
Facts.
So when I'm 40 years old, right, I'm not gonna make the same mistakes I made when I was 16. You feel what I'm saying? Because I have learned from that not to make them, because those things put me in a position that I can't be in right now. I got bigger things to do.
Right.
I got dependents. I got all type of stuff going on.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? When I'm at 40, 16, I'm just a wild stallion. Do whatever I want to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand. So the mental or the mentality shouldn't be the same.
Right.
Even if you're 40 years in the scripture, you should not be tripping over the same commandments.
Right.
How you been doing it 40 years tripping over? Now we see what it was like in the wilderness. When people say they've been in the scripts 40 years tripping over the laws, statutes, and commandments. If we were in the wilderness, you wouldn't even made it. Because the children went in there. See, that's the crazy thing.
Bullet.
You can't just say I've been in the scriptures this long and I'm still fumbling over the same commandments that you've been reading.
Right.
See, that lets you know they just reading.
That's right.
Read, no integrity. Not gonna stand on it though.
Just read it.
Just read it. That's why they got 1 billion YouTube channels. That's why you can go subscribe and buy. And they got this all day technical things. You can just go on there. They can go live right now. It be broadcasted from here to Timbuktu.
Facts.
This a network, but ask who helped you with your network. Now, Mashiach, if you say you walk in that order, he got no help from outsiders.
Facts.
So if you on that 501c3 thing, that is not the way of Mashiach. That's not the way of Mashiach. You got to show me where he went down to the local clerk and filled it out. Then I believe you.
Facts.
Oh, even the KJV won't tell you that. Even when people say it be lying, it tell you extra stuff. It didn't say he went down to that clerk and signed them papers.
Bullet.
It sure said that.
Off the top.
I cannot find that scripture.
Hey, I can't find that.
The clerk?
Everybody can find what's added. Everybody can find what's taken away. But I ain't see that. You know what I'm saying? See, it's a lot of things that where people definitely put their 2 cents that way you see it. See, now you can see the do this, but for this nah, we ain't gotta do it like that because the Most High wanted us to, and if He wanted us to do it right, nah, literally when somebody said you can't keep this Shabbat, and you can observe it. You can rehearse it, even if you can't do it in the manner that it's telling you right there. You can rehearse that. You can rehearse that. So literally, like, because it says that we're gonna keep those Sabbaths wherever we're going anyway. So if you don't have any practice, doing it anyway, you're not gonna do it anyway. How are you gonna just snap out of being in a club Saturday night to being, you know what I'm saying? I mean Saturday or Friday evening,
and then in the club,
then you gonna snap and be at the Shabbat now. You're just gonna snap in Shabbat mode. See, that's why people don't believe in the scriptures. Because people thinking, blah, blah. You go from being a sinner
it's the Shabbat
to I'm just keeping the Shabbat like the hill. I'm gonna act and be wild as I like, and then the Most High gonna wave this wand on me and we just gonna stop sinning, fam. But it says work out your own salvation. How I'm gonna work out my own safety? That means get in position to be saved. You ain't saved right now. But it's threats of bombs, pestilence, you know what I'm saying? Perplexity in the seas, all this stuff going down.
Right now.
So you preparing with canned goods and rifles when it's saying that this gonna happen. Bullet. Oh, okay. I don't know who gonna have. When you run from your house, I don't think you're gonna be able to drag them bottled waters with you. You
try to run out of that.
Because they gonna come in and ravish. The scriptures already said what they gonna do.
Right.
I don't care how much your army training you think you is.
Facts.
Oh, the YAHUAH with us, we gonna be, show me where it said we gonna be right there papping it out with them before. It said no, He gonna give the bride wings and it's gonna cause her to fly into the wilderness.
Facts.
And the ground is gonna open up and swallow the water that trailed her, that was rushing. Okay, now when you go look at water, people, nation, tongues, and multitudes, then you see with the wings, it said that we ride on the high places like our fathers did, so we would have a direction. The Most High would make us swift. We would know where to run to. Check this out. If I was running, if I was running nowhere, I wouldn't be able to run fast at nothing because I don't know where to hide. Have you ever told somebody, be like, man, go hide? So you look at the tree, you look at a rock, you look at everything, but man, where I want to hide? You know what I'm saying? So you get stuck there. But if He told you, hide right there, you're going to be swift. You're going to run. I'm talking about, man, you're going to dive back there. As soon as you get to it, you go. That's the only way we're going to be able to run swiftly. You feel what I'm saying? Because we got a direction to run. And then those that are going to be swallowed up is talking about those nations after us for the sake of this. Appreciate it, Aki. That's what it's talking about. So that don't look like nobody right now. It's like I was telling somebody, man, you got to get fit for the kingdom, for real.
Right.
If the Most High told all us right now, we had to take off running, how many seconds would you think people would last before they, Most High, you ain't gonna send her.
You ain't gonna send us no mega bus or nothing.
No mega bus or nothing.
You feel what I'm saying? We are not, see, when we're working out for vanity.
That's right.
We're not working out to get out of here. If somebody ran in and tried to ransack the house, what you gonna do?
The scriptures to work out.
You see how you look at these cops and everything. If you think you supposed to be working out for them, bro, hey, these folk running around, boy, arms bigger than your neck,
boy,
bigger than your head. They got guns longer than you, and they running around with vests that protect them from what you got. You got civilian straps everywhere in Chicago.
Facts.
Yeah, but some places, boy, don't have a gun in it.
That's a fact.
They just walk around with melee.
Melee.
Might get poked out there, yeah.
Melee. You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals. It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Ha ha. Integrity.
Yeah. I'm stirring up these scripts, and I'ma whip it good like a witch. Your whole floor, a whole nother lift. I'm walking on the wave. Commandments seem to multiply my days. Young man popping with the grades. Used to pray to be a baller. Wish I was a little bit taller. Wish I had a dozy, I would call her. This one for the saints, them good works in the banks. Who tread through all the trouble when they end up giving thanks. Gotta checking it with blank. Sharper than a shank. Gotta step it like you say you would. Really walk the plank. Pour my pleasure down the sink. This toy never tank. Living water, keep them pouring. That's the only kind of drink. YAHUAH is the power. I believe the son of man. Cause even in the hour, I'ma say YAHUAH grand. If you righteous, I'm a fan. I'm a YAHUAH supporter. This mission is my baby, and I swear I'm no aborter. I'm standing at the border, awaiting ships of torches. I'm ready with my order. That's supreme, not that Rossi. No, you can't stop me. I never answer probably. Serving to my master, but my dozy call me Poppy. My heart is in a locket, I hardly open up. I really made a promise, righteous counsel soaked it up. I tell the devil, hush, good judgment come in due time. All the sting to YAHUAH when it don't rhyme. Showing love, that is no crime. To the side with my salvation, take a few lines. Still paying off a few fines. Everlasting me and I can earn a few nines. Good judgment come in due time. All the sting to YAHUAH when it don't rhyme. Why y'all flexing on YAHUAH? Can't call on your money phone. This is a no folly zone. The curses had to wait too long. Why y'all flexing on YAHUAH? Can't say YAHUAH did you wrong. Hard head put it in a zone. The curses had to wait too long. Why y'all flexing on YAHUAH? 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 You know you can't flex on YAHUAH. You know you can't flex on YAHUAH. You know you can't flex on YAHUAH.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals. It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Ha ha.
And I'm your co-host, Mitch Pat. Burn them up, Mitch.
And all you
Burn them up,
Mitch. And all your co-host Skriffler. Woo! A 613 split it ass. All the steam to YAHUAH.
all the sting to
YAHUAH.
And I'm your host. It's your favorite out, beloved YAHUAH.
It's
It's
your
a favorite art.
Okay, man, we round with these last comments. I know I'm at the last closing where the event's gonna be. It's gonna be at the end. I know sometimes hard to remember, so we just gonna give some encouraging words to the family from now on, from the Brewfessionals on to the family. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna post the oncoming events at the end. It's easy to type and for you to pause and read. Okay, so make sure that if we're in a city near you, you make sure you come out and brew. That's all we definitely need to do. So
Pull up.
we encourage you to exactly what the bros had told you. Pull up. All right. So the next city we gonna be in, and like I said, you're gonna check that out to Hill, at the end, or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? We can put it anywhere we like. Anywhere we like. So we appreciate everybody stepping by the brew.
Appreciate it, man. We appreciate it, man.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Ha ha.